welcome to the Geek Legion of Doom. This is going to be a video talking about Blade. Probably the first in the modern superhero genre, and arguably the one that sort of kicked off superheroes as they are today. Now, we're going to be looking at Blade, the original movie, plus the collections I have of the trilogy. There are going to be Blade 2 and Blade Trinity videos separately, and I'm going to bundle in the series with the Blade Trinity section, so obviously watch that one. But usually we're going to talk about the collections first, because I think these are the two of the most interesting things that I have in my collection overall as a Marvel fan. Now this is what you're seeing here, is a huge box set, and I'm going to put a DVD here so you can see the size of what I'm talking about here, the scale. Now what you're looking at is the complete box, which is a Japanese exclusive box set that comes with the Blade trilogy on DVD. You also get a comic, but the main thing here is you get this superposable exclusive NECA figure of Blade himself. Now my box set is actually sealed, so I can open it up for you. But it's a really cool figure, and this was limited to only 1,000 copies and limited to Japan only, so it's quite hard to get hold of, and it cost me a pretty penny, and that was a few years ago, so God only knows what it would cost today. So it's a really cool edition, and for a long time was my grail piece of my entire Marvel collection, and obviously I eventually managed to get hold of a version, and I'm really happy with it. And you know, this sleeve comes out and you've got another card there. It's really great, huge box set, pride of my Blade collection. But let's have a look at what else I have. Okay, also nearly as good, I'm going to say, is this other kind of like box set that you get. This is actually a Dutch one, and again, it's just the trilogy on DVD. And the good thing about this one is you sort of pull it apart, and it kind of has the effect that the sword is being drawn. It's a little stiff. See? There you go. And then inside, you obviously have the actual set itself. Just be a little careful with it. Obviously, all the DVDs there, including sort of special features, plus this this booklet here. So a pretty good little box set in its own right. And this one again is actually pretty hard to get hold of, and it's Dutch. So let's just cane through some of the kind of standard sort of DVDs and stuff, because I've got a whole bunch with just different artwork and stuff. So this is a UK re-release. And I picked up this one, which is a TV edit of the movie, with slightly different colouring. We have the initial Blade movie on DVD. This is the original release in the UK. And then I have, I think it's like a Nordic version of Blade. It's in this kind of like this hard jewel case, which is probably really brittle. So that's pretty cool. I'm not quite sure what country this is from. And this is a digipack. I think it's French, I want to say. On to the Blu-rays. So we have the Canadian Steelbook first of all, and they've released the Steelbook a number of times. Canada, Japan and England, and it's more or less the same Steelbook. This is the initial one, the Canadian one. And then we have the UK version, which has actually came out quite recently in 2018. I don't have the Japanese version of this, but it's kind of more or less the same, to be honest. This is why I'm not overly worried about getting it. It looks pretty much the same. And then the last thing that I have for Blade is a German media book. So this is a relatively recent into the collection. So that is my original Blade movie collection. What did you think? Any items that you particularly like? And please do check out both the other 2 Blade videos and the rest of my Marvel collection. Bye for now.